Welcome back to another Madden NFL video, in which today we have a clash of conferences between the AFC and the NFC, between the Minnesota Vikings and the Cincinnati Bengals. Let me know in the comments below, who do you guys think will win this game in real life, and what do you guys think the score will be? If you like this type of content, like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out, and I appreciate all the support. Should be a fun coaching matchup between Zach Taylor and Kevin McConnell, as well as a quarterback battle between Kirk Cousins and Joe Burrow. So without further ado, let's get straight into this one and see which team will come out on top. Should be a fun one. Let's get straight into it. Kirk Cousins and the Vikings will get the ball to start off the game. So let's take a look at his stats from last year, as he had 424 out of 643 attempts, 47 yards, 29 touchdowns to 14 interceptions. Here on 3rd and 20, Kirk Cousins has time in the pocket and feels the pressure, so he will just have to throw the ball out of bounds, as the Vikings will go 3 and out on the first drive and will have to punt the ball to Cincinnati and Joe Burrow's offense. The Bengals will start in Vikings territory right near field goal range at the 37-yard line. Let's take a look at Burrow's stats from last year, as he had 414 out of 606 attempts, 74.75 yards, 35 touchdowns to 12 interceptions. Here on 2nd and 5, Joe Burrow will hand it off to Joe Mixon, who will find lots of space on the left-hand side and take it into the red zone at the 13-yard line. And this will set up a Bengals in 1st and 10. And let's take a look at the replay right here to see how the play unfolded, as Mixon had nice blocks up front and lots of room to run on the left-hand side. Here on 2nd and 7, they're going to hand the ball off to Joe Mixon, and he's going to find lots of space on the right-hand side and take it into the end zone. And that will put up the first points of the game, as the Bengals will take a 7-0 lead over the Minnesota Vikings. And let's take a look at the replay right there, as he shoves off a defender and gets into the end zone. Great job by Joe Mixon on that play to get the 7 points. Here on 1st and 20, Kirk Cousins in the pocket, and it collapses as the defense gets home, and it'll be a sack by BJ Reader, and this will bring up a 2nd and 25 for the Vikings at the 10-yard line. Here on 3rd and 25, Kirk Cousins is in the pocket, feels the pressure, and throws the ball out of bounds, and this will be the 2nd consecutive drive that the Vikings go 3 and out. Here on 3rd and 7, Joe Burrow quickly gets the ball out to the flat and will complete it to Smith Jr., and he will take it into Vikings territory at the 38-yard line. And let's take a look at the replay right here to see how the play unfolded. And Joe Burrow does a great job to get the ball off pretty quickly, and Smith does a great job crossing over to the other side of the field and getting open. Here on 2nd and 4, Joe Burrow will hit the flat and hit Irv Smith once again, and he will take it all the way to the 22-yard line near the red zone for a Bengals 1st and 10. Here on 1st and 10, on the play right after, Joe Burrow has time in the pocket and will work the left side of the field as he completes it to Irv Smith Jr. for the touchdown, and the Bengals will double their lead, taking a 14-0 lead over the Vikings here in the 2nd quarter. And let's check out the replay to see how this play unfolded for the 7 points. And Irv Smith just beats his man on the left-hand side and finds lots of daylight ahead of him as he powers his way into the end zone on the final few yards. Here on 3rd and 11, Kirk Cousins gets the ball off to the running back Madison, but he is met in the backfield, and this will be another 3 and out for the Vikings, as the Bengals will use their first timeout of the half. Here on 1st and 10, Joe Burrow's in the pocket, but a free runner gets home and gets to Burrow, and Pace Jr. comes up with a sack, bringing up a 2nd and 16 for the Bengals. Here on 2nd and 16, Joe Burrow works the left side of the field and completes it to number 83, Tyler Boyd, who finds lots of space and takes it deep into Vikings territory near the red zone at the 24-yard line. And let's take a look at the replay right here to see how the play unfolded. Joe Burrow had a nice clean pocket, and no one followed Boyd, and he was able to get the edge and run upfield all the way to the 24. Here on 1st and 10, on the play right after, Joe Burrow will hit the flat and hit Tyler Boyd once again, who has lots of pace and will take the ball all the way inside the 5 at the 1-yard line, setting up the Bengals with a 1st and goal. Here on 1st and goal, Joe Burrow will hand it off to Mixon, who will take it right up the middle and into the end zone, and the Bengals are going to increase their lead to 21-0 with 1:03 left here in the second quarter. Here on 1st and 10, Kirk Cousins in the pocket, but the pocket starts to collapse and he is sacked by Trey Hendrickson, and this will bring up a 2nd and 24 for the Vikings as the Vikings use their first timeout of the half. Here on 3rd and 24, they're going to hand off the ball to their running back Madison, and he will find some space on the left-hand side and take it to the 26-yard line, and it'll be 4th and 9 for the Vikings as they go 3 and out, and the Bengals will use their second timeout of the half. Here on 1st and 10, Joe Burrow has time in the pocket and will work the left sideline as he completes it to his receiver Tyler Boyd, who will take it to the Vikings 34-yard line and get the Bengals into field goal position. And let's take a look at the replay right there, as Burrow had a nice clean pocket and was able to fit the ball into the place where only his receiver could get the ball. Here on 1st and 10, Joe Burrow will scramble to the right-hand side of the pocket and is met by a defender, and he is tackled and sacked by Hunter. And here on 2nd and 28, Joe Burrow will have to go for a Hail Mary, as this will be the last play of the second quarter, and there is a flag on the play, and it looks to be pass interference on the Vikings in the end zone, so we will have one more untimed down, and as it occurred in the end zone, the Bengals will get it at the 1-yard line, and they are going to set up for a field goal right here as McPherson sets it up. The ball is snapped, and the kick is right through the middle of the uprights and good. And the Bengals will take a 24-0 lead over the Vikings going into halftime. And here are the stats from the first half. The Bengals get the ball to start off the second half, and Joe Burrow's running out of the pocket on the right-hand side and will throw upfield and straight to his receiver in tight coverage, and they will enter Vikings territory at the 44-yard line, as that was a great impromptu play by Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase to make the completion. Here on 3rd and 1, Joe Burrow will hand it off to Mixon, who will take it right up the middle and for a first down at the 29-yard line. Here on 3rd and 10, Joe Burrow has time in the pocket and will work the right side of the field as he completes it to number 5, T. Higgins. And there is a flag at the end of the play, and it looks to be a face mask on the defense, so the Bengals will take it all the way to the 6-yard line and set up for a 1st and goal. Here on 2nd and goal, Joe Burrow will hand it off to Mixon, who will find some space on the left middle side, and just like that, the Bengals will increase their lead, taking a 31-0 lead over the Vikings here in the fourth quarter. And let's take a look at the replay right here to see how the play unfolded. And Mixon found some hole from the blockage up front and took it to the house for a touchdown. Here on 1st and 10, Kirk Cousins has time in the pocket and will work the middle of the field as he completes it to his receiver, Jordan Addison, the rookie out of USC, who will take it all the way up to the 35-yard line. Here on 1st and 10, on the play right after, Kirk Cousins has time in the pocket and throws it straight to the defender, and that was a miss and a pass he would like to have back, as that was intended for KJ Osborne, but it is picked off by number 21 on the Bengals defense, and this will set up Joe Burrow and the offense at the Vikings 28-yard line. Great pick by Mike Hilton and a bad pass by Kirk Cousins on that play. Here on 3rd and 2, the Bengals have a play action pass, and Joe Burrow felt the pressure quite quickly, tries to take a shot to the end zone, but it goes straight to the defender, and it is picked off by number 7, Murphy Jr. And this will set up the Vikings at the 12-yard line. And let's take a look at the replay right here to see what happened. And a free rusher got to Burrow, pressured him into making the throw, and it went straight to the defender. Great job by Byron Murphy to get the interception. Here on 2nd and 10, Kirk Cousins has time in the pocket, will work the flat, and get it to KJ Osborne, who will take it to the 24-yard line and get the Vikings a first down. Here on 3rd and 4, Kirk Cousins has time in the pocket but feels the pressure and throws the ball out of bounds, and this will be a punt from the Vikings. Joe Burrow will take his Bengals offense into victory formation as they are going to run down the clock to triple zeros and are going to defeat the Vikings 31-0. Let me know in the comments below, who do you guys think will win this game in real life, and what do you guys think the score will be? If you like this type of content, like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out, and I appreciate all the support. If you're a fan of the NFL and college football, stay tuned as we'll be covering both all season long. Appreciate all the support, and we'll catch you in the next one. Take care.